start with the SEC on ESPN from Columbia, Missouri, where the Tigers and Wildcats meet as ranked opponents for the first time in series history. Number 19 versus number 15, and two teams that love to get up and down the floor. With that, we walk the courtside. Tom Hart alongside Dane Bradshaw. What is seen inside Mizzou Arena already tomorrow. And the tip is controlled by the Cats. They come in at 20 and 10. Trying to finish above 500 in league play. A Wednesday win against LSU. It was a cakewalk in the final home game of the year. Here's Lamont Butler. He's been playing injured. You see the shoulder brace. And he gets into the paint with a spin on the freshman point guard Anthony Robinson. That'll be a key matchup today if Robinson can stay out of foul trouble. Look at the starters for Missouri. It is senior day for this Tigers team. Caleb Grill, their best offensive player, is a senior. He comes off the bench. Bates gets cut off. Here's Mark Mitchell. The Duke transfer has been sensational for Mizzou this year. 4 on the clock. He got deep, maybe too deep. And it's rebounded by Andrew Carr. Take Oweh off the mark.
And you see how quickly Kentucky gets back defensively. They've got to get ahead of Missouri, who loves to push the pace. They like to skip it across the side of the court, try to get advantage on the opposite.
Gray, not much of a scoring threat. Here's Samar Bates downhill. Got by Carr and rolls it home.
Those straight line drives by Missouri are really dangerous, especially
up the mid-range shot. Kentucky out of sync on the offensive end early.
Well, and 3 straight pull-up mid-range shots for Kentucky to start this.
Bates no, and it's rebounded by Amari Williams, who's second in the league in boards. Goes down 9 a game. Butler with a kick out. Brea swings it, and now Carr for 3. Good ball movement.
Well, terrific extra pass by Brea.
Nice back cut. Finds his own miss. Gray can't squeeze the rebound. The loose ball is picked up by Mitchell. Shoved out to Perkins with bodies on the floor. The three's good. And Missouri's in front by 2. Mitchell behind Perkins. 9 to shoot. Bates tees it up. And a big rebound ripped down by Brandon Garrison. Intercepted by Perkins as the Cats tried to push it. Tony Perkins, nobody stops the basketball, and he finishes with his left.
He airballed with 10 seconds still on the clock. That time the clock was going down, and I don't think he realized just how low the shot clock was. That's what happens when you have one of these big road environments. This team is well tested, but right now playing a little bit rattled.
Mark Mitchell gets into the paint and gets into Garrison to draw the whistle.
Those guys a little bit of time, but you see this is a completely different team offensively.
And blockbusters. Well, Duke and Carolina come in 5-game winning streaks. Mitchell around in regard to his substitution patterns. Grill gambled. Carr into the corner for Chandler. There's a trap. Noah all alone underneath gives it up. And a hectic possession ends with a foul. But Mark Pope, when the season began, had a focus on keeping the freshest. Then it's defensive assignment. And that's followed by matchup. And then that's
attacking. So truly a chess match. That you can come in the game with a plan, but you better be. Switch happens, get it to your big man down low. That's all day on that block for the left hand. Williams.
Grill takes a handoff, fires again. Go! Big break for Caleb Grill when he gets. Cats haven't made a field goal in 5.5 minutes.
See if you could get Kobe Brea on some sort of dribble handoff, get your best three-point shooter the ball.
Kick out for Noah. Splash. 37.
I mean, you got to be catch and shoot ready. When you're that good of a three-point shooter, you're not going to have much time.
Brea trying to go over Mitchell in the eye.
And he's done that all season long. Sometimes he'll turn down.
Including Auburn and Alabama to follow in their rematch. Williams, 3 assists a game. Noah gets cut off. 3 to shoot. Brea's going to have to hurry. Instead, he gives it up and deep in the corner for 3. It's up 2, looking to add to it. Oweh gets by Bates. Gray was waiting. And into the hands of Caleb Grill. Stolen away by Oweh. To be the first 2 of the game for Kentucky after making 4 threes.
And where that really
Brought Jackson Robinson with him from BYU. Colin Chandler was going to head to BYU, brought him along. 0 holdovers among rotational players from last year's team. Wow, Gray just dump trucked his way to the rim.
I was waiting for a turnaround jump hook, and he's like, no, I'm going to bury this dude and go on his head. Rarely do you see somebody get to the rim and finish over the top on a back down play like that.
Put Carr in his pocket. Brea fires from the logo. Why not?
As you mentioned, all these teams, so much on the line, and plenty of bubble teams where you feel like win, get in, and while it's a...
Perkins is right down the pipe. Perry tees one up. That's off the mark. And Missouri with an opportunity to push. Here's Pierce. And he takes the ball with him to the ground, and a whistle will go against Kentucky. Missouri in the bonus at 7. 1 for Trent Pierce. Empty visit. It's 59
distributor as well.
Missouri was zoned. They didn't recover in time, but Pats didn't find Travis Perry, who was wide open. Noah lobs it into Carr. Takes it up strong on Perkins.
And a great job by Noah, again, recognizing where the switch and advantage was. No backside help. Good patience by Carr down low.
Tony Perkins has 7 early for Missouri, including that tomahawk dunk. Here's Mitchell for 3. He don't hit many of them, but he hits big ones, and a huge one to secure the win against Kansas back in December. Just 23% from 3. Brea cut off, gets it inside, and Perry has it sent the other way, and then Perry steals it back. Williams point blank. Fantastic effort so far, but a 4-point Cats lead.
The ball movement, back cuts, the ball has not been sticking in the half court for Kentucky here in the last few possessions.
Perry got in the paint, turn it over.
Yeah, you just can't keep it in all that traffic. Get the ball out, get it reversed.
Grill with a step back. Carr lost it on his way in, and then the whistle. They'll get Andrew Paul 9. So they will go to the 6A state playoffs in Kansas. They get the #1 seed.
You're probably thinking, why do we do this to ourselves? We just go from stress gym to stress gym just a little bit, and that's what's catapulted his three-point shooting percentage from 30 to one of the best in the country, over 40.
1-3-1 look for Missouri for the first time. Hard screen from Williams, and a payoff is Williams gets 54% from the stripe this season. Turn 5 Pacific. Larry Williams, they're just a different team when they don't run, and even more so when they don't get to the free throw line. Big chunk of their scoring. Grill. Blocked by Chandler. Numbers for the Cats, 4 on 2. Amari Williams, freight train, fouled by Perkins.
Better, we've seen him at better depth at the 5 spot with guys like last couple seasons.
Another one coming for Amari Williams. Injuries played a key role in Missouri's struggles last year. Mentioned both Tanji and Grill could have been on the floor, but Dennis Gates made the executive decision with each player saying, you know what, it's better if we don't burn a year for either one of these guys, and Tanji and Grill both taking advantage of it. Chandler with a burst to the baseline, finds Carr. Carr got off balance, but still got it to roll home. Off the bench, has missed a couple of threes. Kentucky working on a 6-0 run. Butler's got him on skates, and Carr can't finish, and now open floor for Anthony Robinson through traffic. Now Gray, and he's fouled.
8 paint points on the night.
Well, Kentucky has been a great 2-point shooting team all season to hold in the show.
Well, they did invite me for an interview, and I thought it was just getting testimonies from players that Chris Lofton looked
Up to you.
That's going to be an awesome story. Tune in for that one. This guy's remarkable, as you mentioned. Kept it private throughout his senior year, fought through cancer, and has lived to tell about it. And just one of the best examples, greatest teammate I've ever had.
He seemed to up his game when Tennessee matched up with Kentucky, and he was wearing the big orange uniform.
Yeah, it's one of the great underdog stories you'll ever see.
Tigers have missed their last 6 field goal attempts. Meanwhile, Kentucky starting to put it together. Williams with the deuce. Kentucky came in 3rd in the country at 57% from 2. Cats missed their first 8 from 2-point range today.
What happens there? Pierce tried to gamble and get that steal. That's fine if you get it. If you don't, you put your defense in a bind.
Mitchell on Williams. Tough move to try to work inside, but the great length. Mark Mitchell gets him to the rim and in.
Really physical drive there and great patience with a pivot. Got to his spot.
Under 2 to play in the first half. Brea circles it back out. Carr with a matchup inside on Jacob Cruz. Brea dancing on Pierce. Says, I'll take it. Nobody else needs to touch it.
Man, you don't want to be on an island with Kobe Brea. You just know it's a matter. You know he's going to shoot the 3. He knows he's going to shoot the 3, and you still can't stop it.
Better off being on an island with Gilligan. Here's Mitchell. Right around Butler, who's playing with 2. Cruz is in Brea's shorts.
And that's a better matchup now for Missouri.
Turns into a fadeaway. Kobe Brea taking over. He's got 11 of Kentucky's 35. And Kentucky will use a timeout with 1:08.
Blue ribbon. Great story. So young guys, every time you see that double rim, think of Kobe Brea and figure out how to get it to go in. If you can make it on a double rim, you can make it anywhere.
UK goes zone for the first time. Mitchell on Williams. That's a fun matchup. And Mitchell, Allen sighting, his first playing time today. Mitchell on Garrison. Mitchell leans in and gets it.
Left hand, right hand. Which way you want it. He's giving it either way.
Shot clock off. Here's Chandler. No one picks him up, and he buries the 3. Last second for Missouri. Caleb Grill, midcourt. Just off the front of the rim. Colin Chandler's first bucket of the game. No whistle. Always skip to Butler. Mismatch on Mitchell. Williams working on Gray.
He just will not turn right. When he gets the ball in the post, he is going left almost every single time. I think if Williams would spin right every once in a while, he'll get more looks on that strong hand.
We're going to whistle.
Kentucky did a nice job in the first half with Butler. After he got that second foul, they didn't sit him the entire rest of
from the floor. The rest of the team only 6. Kansas City native who started his career at Duke, and he goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. To hand in the back from Gray. Into the corner from Oweh. Got it. Otegoweh's first triple of the game. He can't shake Butler. Finds Perkins on the back cut. Carr with the rejection. 4 on 2 for Kentucky. Away we go. It blew the layup. After a make from deep, he was too close that time. See what he does here. Step through. Off the window and in.
Oweh gets the bucket, but Andrew Carr was everywhere on those past 2 possessions. Oweh got beat back door. Carr saves it with a block. Oweh blows the layup. Carr gets it back on the interception, kicks it ahead. Great plays by number 7.
Good teammates clean up the other guy's mess, just like you did at halftime. Anthony Robinson the second with his first bucket.
And they've got to get something out of him. 0 for 5 in that first half. Did a good job being physical with Butler, but he's got to get some production in the scoring column.
Williams throws on the brakes. Here's Carr left open on the wing. Splash. Kentucky red hot coming out of the break.
This is worrisome if you're Missouri, because not only are they red hot, but they look free-flowing on that end of the court.
Largest lead of the game for the Cats. Perkins out to Mitchell. Same spot he drilled. Seemed like a game winner against Kansas. Biggest win of the season for Missouri, at least at the time. Preseason number 1. 16 for Mitchell.
I like the adjustment here. Show some zone. Make Kentucky think a little bit on this end.
Oweh, back door, fouled by Gray. 2 years as an Oklahoma Sooner. First year.
What what a performance he had in the second half at Oklahoma against his old school. Just put the team on his back, scored the final 18, including the game winner. Showed you what kind of heart this kid has.
He's a better second half player. Numbers support that. Here's Mitchell. Got a half step on Williams. His weak hand says, why not use two? And a flex after the jam for Mark Mitchell, who's got Mizzou on his back.
Well, he has really done a nice job throwing his shoulder into the defender, getting where he wants.
Mizzou Arena coming alive. Perkins gamble, Brea mid-range. Made him pay.
It just seemed average close to 10. They've got to get those live ball turnovers, try to get something going on the other end of the court transition where they thrive.
Brill forced to chase Brea. Here's Carr on the other side. Butler in the paint. Great finish for guys playing hurt. Nearly fell on that left shoulder.
And no turnovers so far.
Brill's been working his tail off in the defensive end, trying to keep up with Owe and company. Here's Butler on Allen. Got him in the air. And then Allen rips it away from Carr. Second chance foul. And Carr going to the free throw line. Good for it. And so the team
back to his old self. He battled through some of his lower back injuries, and he's starting to look
2 minutes. Missouri squad that has lost 2 in a row and 3 of 4. It was an uninspiring performance of the loss to Oklahoma in the midweek. Here's Cruz. Got it. First bucket for Jacob Cruz, who takes 70% of his shots from 3. Owe matched up with Grill now. Carr wants a touch. Owe. Got it.
Time and time again, when Missouri makes a big shot, Kentucky has answers. We saw Chandler do it to end the half. We saw Brea hit a mid-range. That time, Owe hits a mid-range.
Owe getting it going in the second half as he has all season. Mitchell rolls it home. Third on Amari Williams. Talked with Mark back in December about the Missouri-Kansas rivalry. It was a huge win for the Tigers, knocking off
non-stop. Second half, Kentucky shooting nearly 50%. And they've just got to follow up a score with a stop and try to cut it this lead.
Perkins has Brea on his backside. Drills the mid-range. Kentucky leads by 11. They're on their feet again here in Columbia. Amari Williams fouled, and he's going to the line. Williams would gingerly make his way to the stripe. He was holding his left side. Fouled.
Advantage to the offense.
UFC 330. ESPNplus.com/PPV. Just lob it in. They'll set up the offense with Anthony Robinson the second. Robinson working on Butler. Reach in, steal by Brea. Butler ahead. Chandler running the floor, converts.
Missouri wanted to get something better, and so anytime you're just going to do an ISO and go on Butler, good luck. I mean, that's not a guy you're going to blow by and try to isolate.
Cruz on Carr. Beautiful move to get Carr in the air. First 2 for Jacob Cruz. Missouri has now made 4 in a row. Butler left Robinson behind. Again, it's Chandler. 3 from the corner. And now Missouri will try to run on the make. Ahead to Cruz. This is the pace we expected from Missouri on makes or misses for Kentucky with 3 personal fouls. Marquez Warwick is in the game for Missouri, number 1 lurking in the corner. He is combustible as an offensive player. So is this guy, Caleb Grill for 3.
See if that's the one that really gets them going. A chance to get a stop, followed by a score, cut this thing into single digits, and really create that home court advantage.
Missouri 18-1 in this building this season. Owe picks up Gray. Butler guarded by Cruz. Got deep. Put him to sleep with the fadeaway.
You got to sit on his right hand. 78% of the time he drives, that's going to his right, and they just let him get that straight line direction.
Warwick behind Gray's screen. He's a Lexington native, Henry Clay High School. Perkins turned his ankle. Ole rips the ball away. And a left-hand finish into the Photons.
The points off turnovers are
Kentucky made its way through a sluggish start to this game to get a lead all the way out to 16. Cats are 11-0 this season when leading by 16 or more. Offensive rebound. Warwick tries. Got it. And the Lexington native has his first bucket. Now,
no Butler, no Williams for Kentucky. If you're going to make the push, right now is a terrific opportunity for Missouri.
and scores on the floor with Warwick, Grill, and Mitchell. Warwick now has Carr on him. Wants to drive in the big guy. Got him moving, but had nowhere to go. Nearly walked with it. Two to shoot. Back to the corner. And a three ball from Marquez Warwick. Great defensive effort inside by the 6'11 Andrew Carr. Chandler shovels it to Garrison, who blows the layup. And then Mitchell whistled for the reach-in.
Their offense, but 4 straight stops.
Barry Warwick can score in bunches. Had Grill for a split second, couldn't get it to him. So out to Mitchell, 6 to shoot. Mitchell now matched up with Chandler, goes by him and into Garrison, gets fouled and will go to the line. That is number 4 on Brage in Kansas City, then Sunrise Christian in Wichita before heading out to play for Duke.
Williams and Butler were out of the game. You felt like, man, that's an opportunity for Missouri to really cut this lead, and they've gone.
Poked away by Gray into the backcourt with 15 to shoot. Butler will set it up. 10 on the clock. Shakes Grill. Stolen away. Warwick goes behind the back. Working on Brea. The step through. Good. Marquez Warwick has 8
or 2 to get back in the rhythm. See if they can find a way to run through Williams, who's been their point center all year long.
Beautiful pass from Butler, but Williams got a shove, or at least a hip check from Josh Gray. It's a second on Gray. Kentucky in the bonus.
Lane violation, right? Oh.
And so a second chance for Williams. Kid does push-ups like.
I was watching that with the kids. So my pull-ups are with a little bit of a boost. I've got a really nice job on Grill in this one, who's only gotten 6 looks at the rim.
Meanwhile, Kentucky, last 4 minutes, 0 for 4. Batted away by Warwick. Bray at midcourt. Carr saves it. Owe. Yes! Otega Owe with a second chance for Kentucky.
Carr can on the smaller lineup at the 5.
Kentucky has extended the lead to 9. Mitchell with the ball fake. Goes between his legs on Williams. Carr digs in. 5 to shoot. Cruz from deep. Bates with the rebound. Up and in for Tamar Bates on his senior day.
Well, they have lived with the second chance points. That's now 13-2 advantage Missouri.
And nobody stops Lamont Butler.
Just so smart with the ball in his hands. He sees a crease and he gets from point A to the rim so quickly.
Bates slipped on his way in, and they'll charge Kentucky with the foul. As a standout for Darren Horn at Northern Kentucky. It's one more free throw. Son Walker is on this Kentucky team. And Warwick.
You're going to stop it. And these are 2 dangerous teams where this feels like a Sweet 16 type matchup.
By the way, if 14 SEC teams get in, the committee's going to have its hands full spreading them out. Missouri steal by Grill. Here's Bates. And a blocking foul puts Tamar Bates at the free. So Tamar Bates at the free throw line. Texas ended up at Indiana. He committed to Shaka Smart at Texas. That's how long ago Tamar Bates came out of school. Leads down to 5 with 4 to play. Warwick went spilling. Carr in the vacancy. And a foul on the shot by.
Of the shot, Dennis Gates not happy with that call.
1 of 2. Cruz takes it into his hands. Carr with another block. What an effort on both ends for Andrew Carr today.
Well, and the last 2 times Cruz is pump faked in there, Carr has not gone for it. Remember early in the game, he got him on the up and under. It hasn't happened again.
Here's Oweh in the paint. Carr, follow, jam! With one and dones. It doesn't have a bevy of McDonald's All-Americas on it. It is a very proud group of hard workers that collectively probably plays
Yourself to the free throw line, he does with the off-ball foul.
Grill blanks the first of a 1-on-1. You ever find it hard to play on senior day? The emotions and expectations maybe get overwhelming?
Maybe a little bit early, but at this point, I don't think anybody's thinking about it. They're trying to figure out a way to win the game as opposed to this could be my last few minutes.
And a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Cruz.
Our fast-paced offense, they get 38 points per game in the paint. That's second best in the SEC.
Tim's got up to a great start at the free throw line. He made his first 6 today, and now he's 8 of 10. And it's one of those things where Missouri's going with the scale, coming around the screen. Oweh chasing. Go Big Blue, chance, ring out Columbia. Mitchell, no. Carr the rebound. And into a lovely couple in Kentucky blue from St. Louis before the game. Here's Oweh with the reverse, and he's fouled. And they said, we can't afford tickets at Rupp Arena. We can only catch him on the road. They go Oweh at the free throw line. Just 1 of 2 today. The first half, on average, he goes from 6 points in the first half to 10 in the second.
The mental toughness that takes when you can feel like it's not your night, but then suck it up, keep playing. And he has had some memorable second halves for Kentucky. Not better than that Oklahoma game.
2.5 minutes without a bucket from Mizzou. Warwick. Gray there to clean it up. Very nearly 3 seconds. Drill behind the back. Gray fouled, and he's going to the line.
Good job by Gray, keeping that alive.
Gray started his college career at South Carolina. Spent 3 seasons with the Gamecocks. 2 of 2.
If you're Kentucky, if you take care of the ball and make free throws, you win this game. If you turn it over and miss free throws, Missouri's got a chance.
2:06 to play. Oweh trapped in the corner. Has nowhere to go with it, and it's taken away. Then Grill lost a handle on it. Cruz wanted to fire, but he was covered up as Kentucky recovered. Now he'll fire. Got it! Dilling, Jacob Cruz with the huge 3. He's into double figures. It's a 6-point game. Now Butler spins out of the trap, and they'll get 1 of the 2 tags.
Get yourself in trouble. Really good play.
Cats 9 of 14 from the free throw line in the second half today. Butler bangs them both. The lead back to 8. Bates wants to set a screen for Warwick. And Warwick lets it fly. And Missouri may be out of bullets. Butler ahead to Oweh. All alone. Brea. 2 hands in for Kobe Brea. Lead to 10. Tigers have a minute 10 to try and make some magic. Oweh trying to snuff it out. He's got the rebound, and Kentucky will be going back to the free throw line.
Senior night, a ton of emotion, great crowd. This could be just a
Kentucky finishing above 500 in the SEC. Only 1 of 2. Down 11 with a minute to play. Cruz into Carr. Step through off the window. Jacob Cruz has a dozen. Grill fouls Oweh immediately, stops the clock.
He was a cleanup guy on the offensive end, and he just kept coming with it. 30 close to 100%. This is a Kentucky team that's just been really battling the injury bug. But Andrew Carr, if he's looking like this, and Lamont Butler is starting to get back somewhere near it. Look, 80% of Lamont Butler's better than 0%.
Warwick for 3. Toe may have been on the line. See if that comes a play later. 8-point lead. Oweh. It's around Cruz. And will flare it out for Brea. What a year it's been for Mark Pope to build a foundation. His first year as a head coach at his alma mater. It means to that fan base to have another great run. They haven't had one.
The opportunities in this year's SEC have helped this, but they've taken advantage. They've had 7 wins coming into today over the AP Top 15. That's the most in program history. And a win here, as it looks like they'll close out with tie Kentucky with the 92-93 Indiana team and 78-79 Duke team for the most top 15 wins ever in a single season.
33 seconds to play. Warwick with another 3. Inbounded to Oweh. Grill with the slap foul for his 4th. Pardon me, that's his 5th. So that will bring it in to the home career of Caleb Grill. 8 points on his senior day. He was a fantastic high school athlete at Mays High School in Wichita, Kansas. There are his parents watching from the stands. He said, I love playing high school football because as the quarterback, you are forced into then a second chance with Missouri. He said, I didn't always make the right decisions.
Respect, as any player in the SEC does. Tough as nails, has gotten better every single year. So, Coach, when you see the emotion by the parents, because they have witnessed and seen the hard work he's had throughout his entire life. And the story is not over. Well, they might not go out with a bang like
the monitor, but won't. From the mat. Deep in the corner, Brea, awkward inbounds, gets it to Carr, saves the day once again. Williams gets hammered by Boateng, about to drop to 18-2 on the year. Amari Williams from Nottingham, England. On the English national team. He broke the Kentucky assist record for a 7-footer this season, and he nails 2 late. It'll be the 5th 90-point game for Kentucky in conference play this year.
10 of 12 from the line for the big man. 64% on the year. So stepping up.
Warwick goes into Oweh, and he'll be shooting 3. There's a 4th on Otega Oweh. All right, I asked you what
non-conference is going to certainly reward them with a favorable seed in the NCAA tournament. So can this team make the sweep?
Warwick with 17 for Missouri. And the Cats will run out the clock. Kentucky goes to 21-10, 10-8 in the league play. Missouri drops to 21-10, same record in the league at 10-8. And Andrew Carr and Kentucky come into Columbia and notch a monster win, and they'll hit the postseason with very real momentum in Mark Pope's first season at the helm. 8th win against a top 15 team this season. It's a program record for Kentucky. Final score, Cats 91, Tigers 83 for Dane Bradshaw. Fantastic crew. I'm Tom Hart. Let's get you to Chapel Hill.